Hi all, welcome back to another exciting session. Today we are diving deep into the world of data preprocessing with Pandas and exploring the powerful apply method. Let's dive right in, but before that, let's explore the dataset that we will work on.
Let's import the necessary Python libraries for this session. They are Pandas and NumPy. The dataset that we'll be working with is Tableau Superstore dataset. Let's use the Pandas read_CSV method to read it. To obtain general information about the Superstore dataset, one can use Pandas info method. As you can see here, the Superstore dataset contains 9,994 records and 20 variables. Furthermore, it specifies the variable names and data types such as order ID being an object data type and order date being a date time data type and so on. The column names in the CSV file are in proper format with spaces between them and some of them have dashes. Let me use this piece of code to tidy them up. This will generate camel format column names and replace spaces and dashes with underscores. Now let's use Pandas head method to view the first 5 records. And after doing some data wrangling, this is how our data looks like. I have created a subset of DF data frame named df_subset that includes variables customer_ID, customer_name, region, order_date, product_name, sales, quantity and discount.
Let's kick things off with the first scenario. Imagine you are working with a dataset and the marketing team wants to send emails to customer with sales greater than 100. We will create a column to flag whether the customer meets the criteria using the apply method. Let's write down the code. I'll use df_subset dataset and I will create a new column called email_sales equal to df_subset and I'll call the column name sales. Now let me call the apply method here and I'll be using Lambda function with x. X here denotes the rows. For each and every row, the criteria will be applied. And then I'll be saying if x is greater than 100, then it should be categorized as yes, else no. Let's run the code. Let's use the head method to see the first 5 records. And you can see here we have successfully created a new variable called email_sales which fulfill the criteria that for every transaction, if it is greater than 100, then it should be marked as yes, otherwise no. So since this particular transaction is less than 100, it is no, otherwise it has been mentioned as yes. And the last one also is less than 100 and it has been categorized as no. So in this code, we have applied a Lambda function to the sales column, creating a new column called email_sales that tells us whether the customer sales are greater than 100 or not. And in this way, we can use apply method to pre-process our dataset. Moving on to scenario 2. Let's imagine we need to categorize customers based on their profitability. And for that, we need to create a custom function and a new column for this task. But before that, we need to bring the profit column from our original data frame DF, because you can see in our df_subset dataset, we do not have a profit column. So let me quickly bring that df_subset. Let me call concat method and my dataset df_subset, and from original data frame DF, I'll be bringing profit column x is equal to 1. Let's run the code. Let's see whether we have bring the profit column or not. And you can see here we have profit column now. Now let us write a custom function to categorize customers on the basis of profitability. So we are going to categorize if the customer's profitability is less than or equal to 0, then it is a low priority customer. If it is greater than 0 and less than or equal to 10, then it is a mid priority customer. Otherwise, it is a high priority customer. Let's quickly write the custom function for that. Customer underscore type X. If X is less than or equal to 0, then return low. Else if X is greater than 0 and X is less than or equal to 10, then return mid. Else return high. Now we are going to call this custom function in the apply method, and we are going to categorize the customer on the basis of their profitability. Let's see that. df underscore subset customer underscore type df underscore subset. Let me call profit column dot apply, and I'm going to call my customer underscore type, which is a custom function. Let's run the code. The code has run successfully. Let's use head method to see the first 5 records. And you can see here we have successfully created a new variable called customer underscore type on the basis of these conditions: high, high, mid, and you can see here since the value is less than or equal to 0, it is low. The values between 0 and 10, greater than 0 and less than 10, less than or equal to 10, then it is mid, otherwise it is high. Let us see how many customers are there in each customer type. Customer underscore type dot value underscore counts. And you can see here for high value customer 4607, mid value customers are 3451, and low value customers are 1936. So here we have used a custom function called customer underscore type to categorize customer as low, mid or high based on their profitability, and we have used the apply method and created a new column called customer underscore type. Till now we have worked with only one column, and we have used that particular column in the apply method. So is it possible we can use multiple columns and conditions and we can use it in apply method or not? So answer is yes. In our final scenario, we are going to calculate the unit price of each product using the apply method. And this involves working with multiple columns, and they are sales, quantity and discount. Let's see how we can do that. Let me write a custom function to calculate unit price, and I'm naming it as unit underscore price, and the formula is X, and I'm mentioning here sales, then divided by quantity, that because for every transaction the customer might have purchased multiple quantity of the same product, and since we are calculating the unit price, we need to divide it by that, and then we have to divide this particular value by 1 minus X discount, because customer has also got the discount on certain products, not on all products but on certain products. So this is the custom function which we are going to use to calculate the unit price. Now I'm going to call the df underscore subset dataset, and I will create a new column called unit underscore price, and we are going to call the df underscore subset dataset And here we have used the apply method, and let me call our custom function unit underscore price. Now, one thing which you have to notice that we have to change the access here. By default, since we were using one column only, so it was basically a series. And in series, we have one column, you can say, and the action was applied on each and every row. Since here there are 3 columns, the action is going to happen on each and every column for every row. So we need to change the access from 0 to 1. And that is one thing which you need to take care of. I have already prepared a video on x is equal to 0 or x is equal to 1 in previous sessions. You can go and watch it there if you have any confusion or you want to learn more about it. Let's run the code. So you can see here it's a spelling mistake. It should be quantity. Let me rerun the code. And let's use the head method to see whether we have calculated the unit price successfully or not. So we have successfully created the unit price. So you can see here 261.96 divided by 2 is 130.98. Since there was no discount, it was taken care of. But you can see here for 957, this was the sales value, quantity was 5, discount was 0.45, and the unit price is calculated as 348.21. Let's verify that. 957.5775 divided by 5, 191.515. So 191.515, 5155 divided by 1 minus 0.45. Let's run the code. And that is the unit price, 348.21. And there you have it, folks. We have explored the versatility of the apply method in Pandas, from simple Lambda functions to custom function. This method is an invaluable tool for data pre-processing in your Python projects. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more exciting Python tutorials, and leave your questions or comments below. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.